Hey, what's up? We back with another episode of 411 Uncut. Today, we got two special guests from Ohio, Elyria, Ohio, to be exact.
Yeah.
Brinxx Dame, Rolly Baby in the building. What's up?
What's poppin'? What's good? What's good?
How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Brinxx. I'm so glad. Can I just call you Brinxx, or do you like the whole
You
name?
can call me Brinxx.
Okay, cool. I'm glad to have you on 411 Uncut today because
Appreciate
you're
you.
from Ohio, Elyria, Ohio to be exact. Now, I hadn't heard of it before, but I did my research and I see that it's like 20 miles away from Cleveland.
Yeah, like right outside of Cleveland.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So basically, we tell everybody wherever we go, we from Elyria, they don't know where the hell that's at. So we always say about 20 minutes away from Cleveland. This nigga hate that shit. He hate when I say we by Cleveland. Just tell him Elyria, but you gotta have an idea, so we up that way.
Yeah, because to be honest, it's like, nah, we our own thing though. So you don't really want to get it mixed up.
Right.
Or people just like,
For
oh, they're
sure.
from Cleveland. You really want to.
Yeah, we from the E.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So tell me, I know like the population is like 52,000 people. It's like 6 miles away from Lake Erie. Growing up, did y'all go to the lake a lot?
The lake, I guess you can say so. I was more so go to the east side pool type shit, the public pool. But we pulled up to the lake a few times. So the lake, it is one of the nicer parts of the city. It's actually like in Lorraine, kind of not Elyria technically, but it's all together. So yeah, it's cool.
So
small as fuck though.
Yeah, what else you do growing up there?
We played football, both of us. Shit, that's all we did for real. I made music. Coming up, I always recorded in the studio.
Wow.
Basically, we created our own studio. My brother, shout out to King Gut, I always got to give him his credit. He do the music shit all the way. But we used to take a rock band mic and put the damn sock over the rock band mic.
Man, stop playing.
Mama. And then we used to always fuck with Cool Edit Pro. It was Cool Edit Pro at the time.
Hey, I learned how to edit like audio on Cool Edit.
Yeah, that's
my
the
shit.
vocals and shit. Yeah. So then we was doing that shit. We was on MySpace and everything. I was in the house being lazy as hell doing that shit. I met these niggas around 7th, 8th grade, and they kind of took me under their wing. My nigga Tracy and Dede. And we got on the football shit. Once I started playing football, I kind of left that shit alone, and I ended up going to college for 5 years.
Wow.
And
what
then
college did you go to?
I went to Ashland University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for 5 years. So graduated from there and picked that shit right back up. So that's why we here today.
Yeah, so you like kind of took a break because you took college serious. What was your major in college?
My major was sports management.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, now you like, yeah, I really want to be an artist, and I am 2 feet in on that. But do you ever feel like, man, I always got comfortable because you got something to fall back on?
Always. It's a system. That's a part of my system for sure. Doing it for no regrets, and I believe in the shit all 110%. But for sure, what you just said,
yeah,
that's the I don't always want to speak on plan B and the fallback. I used to speak heavy on that shit, so I'm trying to dive all the way through the loopholes with this shit. So yeah, but exactly what you said.
Yeah, because you got to be careful about what you're speaking into the existence and manifesting the right things that you really want.
Sure.
Whatever is in the back of your head, you got to keep certain things at the forefront to make sure you speaking what you really want into existence. You want plan A, not plan B. Not plan B. So being from the East Coast, technically, up there in Elyria, what's some of the artists that you really rocked with growing up?
Local artists?
Either or, local artists or
shit, just to give him his credit, just to bring him up, I always fuck with Bow Wow, being from the O. Being from like Cleveland area, I always fuck with like Ripp Flamez. YFL Kevin, he hard as fuck right now. But Q Money was my favorite. Shout out to Baby Shaq and Doughboy too though, but Q Money was my favorite, and then you know what I'm saying?
Man, Q Money was the first artist that we interviewed from Cleveland on 411 Uncut, and he was like really about to take off. It's sad that he, the situation he's going through. Free Q Money, man.
Free Q Money for sure.
Definitely was super dope. So with that being said, you said like, I started off young boy. Well, how old do you think you was when you had first got in that studio?
I'm lit right now, so if I say however old you is, I'm probably like the 5th grade, 6th grade.
So around
like
5th
grade,
11,
6th grade, yeah, something like that.
10, 11, 12.
Yeah, my brother, he was like goddamn 14, 15. And then shout out to Big Gooch, he another artist we rock with. He was like 7 rapping. We still know his shit to this day. So yeah, we been doing this rap shit. We just ain't trying to blow.
Man, so how long you say after you graduated from AU where you was like, you know what, it's time to go back in on this and take it serious?
Probably around like junior year, we started like bringing hella people. Well, really we wasn't bringing nobody in. They'd hear the music on in the dorm and they'd slide in. But we used to always start freestyling and shit, kind of like my junior year football.
Okay.
So I kind of started warming up again. I was freestyling about a whole bunch of shit. So about 11th grade, I got back into it, but then I gave football a shot on the pro day side of shit, and shit almost happened. XFL wise, almost I had like a IQ thing with the Browns for a little pro day shit, but I gave it a shot. But this was my real dream. Like I said, football, I love that shit to death. Is what built me. These niggas, you know, introduced me to that shit. But rapping is what I always been, you know, my dream. So
yeah. Now, what did your family say about that? Because I'm pretty sure they wanted to see you play football.
Yeah, that's what everybody was banking on that shit. So like y'all be saying, I'm big as hell. So everybody wanted that shit to happen. But I even got other homies that still grinding in it, that, you know, got in it and just got out of it because it's a hard ass business. So man, I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing what I want now. So I tried what y'all wanted and I at least got the degree out that shit. So
yeah, for sure.
Made mama proud.
Well, now, was it a situation where like you playing football in high school really led you to being able to play football in college? Did you have like a scholarship or anything?
Yeah, that's what I was on a full ride to Ashland. And I ain't started playing football at the 10th grade. So yeah, I was doing music from like 5th grade all the way up to like 9th grade, and then chilled all 10th grade year. I always made the basketball team. My sophomore year, I ain't make the team finally. And my sophomore year, I fell in love with the weights and shit, and I took off from there. And I only played 2 years, my junior year and senior year in high school.
Wow. And
it was a blessing for sure.
Ended up with a full ride. So it was kind of like, hey, I can't drop out. I can't just, I got to finish this at least and get this under my belt.
That shit was like, it really helped with like the process of like manifesting and believing like that shit gonna happen too. Cause shit, we was going from the weight room to the goddamn field doing ladder work after the coaches was done with us. I slide from there. I was losing too much weight at the time. I played offensive line. I slide from the field and go to Planet Fitness. I wasn't getting home till like 8 o'clock. Man. And just doing that shit every day and just believing the scholarship was gonna come, the shit came. So we use a lot of that shit, you know, within music too. So
hell yeah, just knowing that grind and how much it takes. Cause music is the grind, especially being from Ohio. I think a lot of people they miss the thing when it's like Ohio is we different. We part of the Midwest, but you know, you got Cincinnati, we all at the bottom, and everybody else is at the top. Columbus in the middle, and it's like it gets to the point to where it's like, man, I gotta really work this state. It's important, but we kind of far from each other, so we don't mix a lot. What do you think the music scene in Ohio is kind of missing?
I think like what Atlanta missing, like there's a whole bunch of like the Monday shit. That shout out to Lala.
Shout out to my girl Lala. Shout out to the Progress Report.
For sure. The stuff she doing down there, like on Mondays and shit, we ain't got none of that going on. Now, I know it'd be like, I done hit a few shows in Cleveland, like free shows, but you pay to get in. Few of them went well, some of them didn't, but I feel like we need more of that and just more people, you know, attract more people. Detroit right next door, and they popping. They been popping in my eyes, but I guess you could say they really popping now, and it took a minute, so we got to do, follow the blueprint, something, goddamn.
Nah, for sure.